Externalisation is a tool that can help separate the person from the problem to then find methods to deal with the problem. Many times we find ourselves internalising a problem, going, I'm an idiot, I can't do that job, I'll never get it, As a mental health professional, I see little advantage to the use of blame. Much more value is gained from dissecting the problem, discovering other ways of dealing with it, other frames surrounding it, or other stories deriving from it. So externalisation methods help this by naming the problem, making it a separate entity. You could draw it, you could see it as another character, or like in the example I'm about to share with you, you could physicalise it. All right? So let me show you what I mean. So for the first 30 or so years of my life, many of the messages I was getting from other people around me weren't very useful. My father was a Vietnam vet, our family was poor, our family was large, Dad drank. Now, the community decided that those truths meant that I was going to have a particular future, all right? They decided, right, what sort of parents I was going to have. Now, on top of that, society was saying things about working class Australians, about teenage girls who found solace in the back of Monaros, about part abos. Oh yes, that's the beautiful language of open Australia back in the 1980s. So you mix that with my actual life, and for a while I didn't think too highly of myself. So it's no one person's fault. It's just all these different messages that I'm getting from all these different places. Now, I've done a lot of work over the past 40 years to overcome that. But human wiring is a strange and tangled bedfellow, and quite regularly there's a voice that comes from between my ears that doubts a lot of the decisions that I make. Now, I used to say to myself, why am I thinking like that? I'm my worst enemy. Why would I say those things about myself? And it would just send me on a downward spiral. And then one day I was so angry with being angry at myself that I referred to that voice in the third person. And as time went by and I began to learn about narrative therapy and externalisation, I actually gave that voice a name. And funnily enough, I actually gave it a face. So I've called it Jones. And Jones actually resembles an 18th century court jester, almost like Punchinella out of the historical characters of Punch and Judy. So let me show you how it works. Oh, okay. So there's my resume done. Just got to send the application off.
Hey, donkey boy. Is that a job application? Why are you even bothering? You are an idiot. No one would hire you.
I have a master's degree, a graduate diploma, an undergraduate degree. I have multitudes of TAFE qualifications. I have over 13 years of experience in this type of work. People will hire me.
Yeah, because you lasted 6 weeks at that managerial job in New Zealand, moron.
Yes, I did last 6 weeks, but that was 5 years ago, and I've learned quite a lot since then.
I can do this. Look at me, I know how to spell my name.
You know what? Those words aren't helpful, okay? I need to concentrate on something else.
Yeah.
Thanks to my daughter Grace for helping me out with that. She's the voice of Jones. Now, that was a very, very simplified version for practical purposes. In long-term healing, it can help to establish a relationship with the externalized character, thing, head, name, whatever suits you. For me, the end of that scene has me physically shaking my head and saying, no, Jones, it's not true, and finishing the job application, okay? Whereas if I listen to Jones's words and only focus on the mistakes that I've made, I'm not giving myself the opportunity to find counter arguments, right, to all those bad messages that I got throughout my life. Now, there are a multitude of ways to use externalization in healing. You don't have to physicalize it or name it, right? You do what's best for you and your healing. Always remember that. But Jones is a good place to start. If you find your head is just not giving you the space to sort out the problem without bringing you down with it. Keep in touch. I'll be bringing you some more of Jetta and Jones.